Howdy.
What up, Bradford?
Well, I say that, but we're joined by two other people. I think this is the biggest podcast we've ever had.
This is
the biggest.
Well, the biggest.
We did this once before, didn't we?
We did.
Did we do it? Oh,
yeah.
we
So
did.
It's tied for the biggest.
It's tied. We tied it again.
I mean, you can't say big without thinking of pork chuck.
Or I would say humongous, like
huge.
That there was nothing bigger than pork chuck ever. Maybe New Kids on the Block, but that was it. Maybe
by a
Beatles
hair.
at Shea, forget about it.
Yeah. Brandon and Scott are joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up,
gents?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
How you guys doing?
So we are gathered
amazing.
because in but a couple days we will all be in the same room together rehearsing for another one night only Pork Chuck event this Saturday the 20th, entitled Love Songs with Pork Chuck. And we're going to sing some love songs, but we're also going to rock it out as well. So it's not going to be one little just sappy little thing. But we're excited.
Let's talk. I want to ask Brandon and Scott, like the last one we did with Pork Chuck, how did you guys like that format for you guys? Because you didn't know what you were kind of getting into anyway.
Right.
Right.
No
Especially after the rehearsal space, you're like, what the hell are we doing? So I just want to hear from both you kind of what your opinions were on this whole setup.
I loved it. It was interesting not having a live band with us, and that was definitely an adjustment. It's like, well, once the bus leaves the station, it's gone.
That's true. You're right. You don't have a masterful set of musicians that can make up for your mess ups. Yeah.
Totally. And it's on one hand, it's scary as hell. On the other hand, it's kind of liberating. It's just like, all right, here we go. And you commit to it. It was a lot of fun. And that studio that we performed in / broadcast from was just awesome. It was epic.
It's killer. Yeah,
I was kind of surprised that I thought, without the audience, we might lose that, the energy you get back from an audience when you're performing in front of an audience. I was a little worried about that, but it was kind of amazing how much energy was in that room with just the four of us, with just a couple cameras and so it worked.
We're actors. We're good at pretending that there
that's
are
true.
thousands.
That's true.
But I thought it definitely is scarier though.
It is in a weird way. It is scary. You feel even more naked than you do when you're on stage in front of like hundreds of people.
Totally. Because before I could, any one of us, and it was probably mainly me, I could hide behind all of you. Like I could just go hide if I needed to hide. Now I can't hide.
Nowhere to hide.
And that's not fun. That's not fun.
Well, you could, but the cool thing is you can walk out of frame though.
Yeah, that's true.
I've done that.
It is. You do feel naked, but at the same time, it's like, it's just the four of us, kind of.
It's kind of cool. Yeah.
You have a lot of eyes looking at you. That it's like being at work. When you just have the crew and the cameras and you forget that.
Yeah, it's true.
All of those people are actually watching what you're doing.
Yeah.
But
so
nowhere to hide. That should be the name.
There's nothing to cover up.
Series.
There's nothing to cover like no.
Yeah, you're dead. You're dead.
And he farts a lot.
That's his calling card on stage.
Yeah.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from Scott.
In basketball, James Harden farts to keep his defenders away. Scott farts on stage so that we don't crowd him.
Yeah, that's right.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm excited, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. So we're
going to be in a different room. We're going to be in the same complex, obviously, but we're going to be in a slightly different room. And,
that doesn't work for me.
Right? Yeah. So
no.
this one is a little prettier, but a little bit smaller. And this one is I think probably about half the size. So we're going to be in like a rectangle, like imagine a shoebox.
More like a shoebox. Yeah.
We're going to put the stage. It's kind of like because it's like being in a big cavernous.
I don't know.
Club.
Yeah, Steve was really worried about it.
10 people at your show.
Yeah, I was upset. Bradford and I kind of got into a little fight via text.
We did. Yeah. Well, because remember when we used to do this room is still bigger probably than those big rooms at Guitar Center that we were in. Remember that first stage room where we put in like, I think we were trying to film a video.
Yeah, we did film the video. Yeah.
Well, not the video that we did for the Port Chuck tour that we didn't go on, but the very early in the process, like it was promo footage for one of our first tours. We were in that one with this little stage.
Yes.
And you remember that one was pretty, when you think about that room was a square and the stage took up the whole square.
Yeah.
This one is longer, but I think all told is more square footage than that room.
Yeah.
And has a separate like anteroom that like has a couch in it and like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got cool little.
We could turn the lights down in the back so it's really dark and we can't see the back.
Oh, dude, trust me. You should see the setup that I have coming.
Dude, he's become a set designer. He's so
Are
thrilled.
we gonna have like canned audience? Like,
well, that's what I was. Yeah, can we do like the NBA bubble and have? Like, come on, how far do you want to take this?
Yeah,
that's amazing. I never thought about that.
I want to make sure I get the lighting set up. That's what I got. So it's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
So
hey, Bradford, you said something a second ago that I just have no recollection of. We planned to go on a tour that we never went on?
Correct.
When?
It was when Steve was going to be DJ Jason Morgan.
Oh, that one. Oh, that's the place you're talking about.
No. I'm saying not that place. I'm talking about the original one where Aaron.
Yeah, the original one. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Weren't we in the Guitar Center?
We had the smoke and the lights.
Yeah, but here's what's interesting now. Once we get to the point where we can travel, the whole people can go out. Now it'll be easy to do the DJ thing because we have all the tracks. We've done all the songs. And what I would love to do is go back and make a weekend out of it at Mohegan Sun.
Okay, done.
Do what we were going to originally do when we rehearsed that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but your tracks perished in the Great Fire of '86.
I'm going to find a DJ though, a real DJ who can just, MC everything and it'll be awesome. So,
awesome.
But I thought it'd be cool if we went back to Mohegan Sun and did a weekend. Like literally, we've done 2 concerts after this Saturday. We would have done 2 concerts, right? So we could literally do 2 concerts in one weekend, and it'd be amazing.
Sure.
Yes.
So. I mean, we could do 2 cities in one day if you want to.
Yeah. Who would do that?
Shut your face. Yeah. Shut your face.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now that you brought that up, why don't we go back? Because I know we all did this podcast, when we first started, but that was probably like, just from a memory standpoint, what else stands out? I know that was that weekend was crazy because that was Governors and then Staten Island in the same day, which was crazy. And I know some fans who are listening went to both of those also.
Yes.
For sure.
For
and
sure.
that's not an easy drive. Number one, you'd think it would be to get from Long Island to Staten Island. Not easy.
Not easy.
Not
and
easy.
That was that theater was a trip though. Wasn't it a weird kind of theater?
Well, it was super, super steep.
It was the one that went up, right?
Yeah. It was super steep. Yeah.
And it looked a little bit like it belonged in Alice in Wonderland. Like, wasn't weird. Like they're like
wasn't
on the stage.
Yeah, it was weird. It was there was something on the stage that was kind of weird coloring.
It looked like almost like a checkerboard or a chessboard, and there was
like luxury booths up there.
Yeah, that's right.
At the top of the thing, man. It was so strange, But
we had so much stuff. I mean, the amount of stuff you have to travel with to put on a show like that we put on, and we had Jeremy and John were our load-in guys.
Our roadies, yeah.
Roadies, and they had to move. They had to we had to go from they had to pack it up, go to Staten Island, unpack it,
oh my God,
and get it all set up.
Dude, I don't know how they did all that. I don't know how
while they were getting yelled at by Ben Franklin.
My God,
I know. Yeah, it was. Whatever, dude. I know that was amazing. I always loved just. Because I've done everything I can to convince Bradford that he and I need a bus.
Oh, dude. I mean, I also put that in. What about a what?
What the second fight is going to be about?
Stop the sprinter. Stop the sprinter talk.
No.
Okay.
Just say no to sprinters.
We went from $1 million bus in Port Chuck to a cargo van.
We did.
All the way across country.
Across the country, dude.
Yeah. Who drove that? Did we take turns?
Scott was driving most of the time.
Scott and Steve took turns.
Yeah, we drove a lot.
With Bradford, we escaped driving duty, which.
Oh, you escaped again.
Well, I mean, I'm not licensed for commercial, man.
Come on, a van? You have a minivan at home.
That would be amazing.
You guys have a minivan?
If you had a bus and Bradford was the driver. That would be incredible.
I would love that. I would need a special ergonomic pillow.
Yes, and that it would have taken twice as long too.
It's true. I'm not a terribly aggressive driver. Well, especially when I get precious cargo. I think of my kids as precious cargo, but I would also think of you guys as precious
that was
cargo.
that last Port Chuck. It was fun, but it was the worst trip ever.
We need one of those little suction cups on the back that says like soap stars on board instead of babies on board.
But
which kind of one and the same, right?
Stopping at that gas station was amazing, though.
Oh,
what was the gas station? I don't remember.
Was that where we got locked out of the van?
Yeah, I locked us out of the van, and the bikers were like,
"Yeah."
Wait, was it who sliced their finger open on the slim? Oh yeah. I had terrible memories of like blood, and it was me. I sliced my finger like.
Oh my God!
We were trying to
the funny thing is we had two musicians that needed their hands to play, and you were one of them. So it was not great.
Weren't you like, oh, that's right, because that was Dickie, and that was when Dickie and I were doing the acoustic.
Yeah.
He was like the one man drum band guy.
And I still can't figure out how you can go buy a Slim Jim to break into a car at the truck
at a gas station. Yeah.
At a gas station. That was amazing. And weren't there like?
Oh, dude, the bikers. Oh, yeah, dude. It was a scene out of like a Pee Wee Herman movie for sure.
It really was.
Like the guy came up to me and he's like, "Who's the dumbass who locked the keys in the van?" I go, "Me." I feel a hand on my shoulder. I'm like,
I mean, we remedied the situation.
Dude, it was a miracle that the AAA guy was like a mile away.
Like,
that's right. We were like out in the middle of the desert somewhere, weren't we?
Yeah, we were just like east of Indio. It was
so weird.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah,
right.
On our way
Isn't that a Steinbeck book?
East of India. East of India. Yes,
might be.
That's the sequel to East of Eden.
Yeah. On our way to Phoenix. Yeah, we that was quite a run we did that time.
Gosh.
I mean,
we did a fun one though.
We didn't have. Wait a minute. Was Jeremy was with us, wasn't he?
I think
so. Yeah, just Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jeremy
He
and
was
Dickie.
our
It
roadie.
was just us six.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Us
Six.
1, 2, 3. Was John with us?
No, Jeremy and Dickie. That's it.
Well, Jeremy and Dickie. Right. So we did everything.
Yeah, we did everything. It was awesome.
We'd have to set it all up. That was pretty awesome.
Well, and we didn't have that much equipment. We weren't building out like we did with band.
We should have gotten a sponsor from Bose, dude.
I know. We use those Bose speakers. Were awesome. Yeah. What are other memories that stand out?
Weren't we scrambling didn't we scramble to get something at a Guitar Center that tour? Was that the Bose one? Speakers? Was that? Yeah, I remember scrambling to get some sort of equipment.
I think you're right. I think it was some type of cable.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yes.
That we had to get. Something happened where we.
It's always some kind of cable.
Yeah.
Totally.
One memory that stands out. Didn't we break down because of a snowstorm? This was on the big bus.
Cracker Barrel.
Did we break down in Cracker Barrel? Or did we broke down in Long Island when we were supposed to be in Cleveland the next day?
Yes. Cincinnati. No, Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Ohio.
Yeah, somewhere. Right. Governors, we all went to sleep and we all woke up on the bus and we all wanted to throw up immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like every time we played Governors, we'd get there and it was like 80 below zero and it was an ice storm and it was like.
Well, because the thing that was always the most important to me was to walk across the street to the Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, of course.
Yeah.
And they had the Staples there where we got all our Sharpies all the time too.
Well, but and also crossing that street in Levittown from that mall cross
my
that
God.
main road out over to the coffee shop. That was always taking your life in your hands.
Wait, what happened? Oh man, I remember stopping at a grocery store right there in Levittown. I think it was when we were playing Governors. We went to the grocery store, and this was when somebody got into it with somebody in the I don't know if
one of us got into it with each other, or did someone pick a fight in the store?
No. I think Ben Franklin was like.
That was me. That was me and Rick.
Oh yeah.
You guys got into it? I was not privy to this.
Little bit, yeah.
That's
Over
right.
what?
I just got pissed. I finally just got pissed off because he was barking orders to John and Jeremy all the time.
Oh, that's right.
And he was complaining, and I'm like, then don't effing do it.
Oh my gosh, we're in the grocery store, and he's
drop you off somewhere. Around.
I just want my fruit roll. And they're sold out of mango.
But listen, for all the time that we spent together, we really didn't have any kerfuffles.
There were no issues.
No, man.
Yeah,
at least that I know of. Like,
and Rick's fine, obviously, but that was one.
We love Rick.
Tensions were a little high, and I was probably not in the greatest mood anyway.
You know what? That wasn't the trip that trip that you almost died under the Mohegan Sun.
Oh, were you guys left me to die?
That was every trip. He almost died on every.
Were you left me to die?
Dude,
you're probably patient zero of coronavirus.
It was probably, you're right.
2012.
Yeah.
At Mohegan Sun in the
Well, that's why they took me to that special part of the garage to inject me.
Yep.
They put us
quarantine.
Don't you remember they put the bus under the Mohegan Sun?
Yeah.
And we got booted. Our bus got booted from where we didn't have any shore power. We had no power on the bus.
We had no power.
Oh, that's right.
Right. Who was parked there? Who was singing there that time? It was a big band. We got booted.
Evanescence.
I thought it was
Paramore.
Oh.
Yeah, it was Paramore.
Maybe
because remember,
like
Rick was overwhelmed with his admiration of whatever her name is.
Yes. And
so maybe it wasn't that big.
I remember going and checking on Steve, and I walked down there, and you had to have a flashlight because we had no power on the bus.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
and
honestly, I could have died in there, and I would have been fine dying in there.
It smelled like you died.
It smelled like death.
It was.
Well, and remember, they didn't give us rooms that time.
No. And it was like humid on the bus because he was in the back dying in his bunk, and I go back there, and he's curled up in the dark like this.
Oh my God.
I go, Steve. He's like.
And you guys would just like throw like Cheerios in and like.
I
we had to make sure you were
bro.
nourished, man. Come on.
I wasn't going near you.
Was it you played the show?
I know. I don't know how, dude. It was just one of those times where
your friend Jack Daniels, man, he always
that helped too. But
yeah,
that's still. I don't even know how I did Mohegan Sun, but the one really was the Wilbur. I had no idea. I don't even remember performing.
Dude,
but
really,
it's amazing. I don't remember.
That was something else, man.
I feel like one of us was sick on each. I mean, I remember being sick in Rochester.
I think everybody got a touch of something at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing 5,000 people. There's no way not to.
What? And then you're getting into a petri dish after the show on the bus with 100%. Everybody like
disgusting,
sleeping and breathing heavy at night.
Well, you guys like. Talking about this, you think about doing shows now. How do you feel about doing shows now and going back and the possibility of seeing 5,000 people close?
It's a different ball game now.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It's a different ball game. I mean, until everything's like really back to normal, like which it's not technically going to be probably for another year or so when it comes to meet and greets.
Right. Oh yeah.
Meet and greets would look different. You could still do it. Bradford and I figured out a way to do it.
Yeah.
To do it where people still get their pictures and everybody's safe.
Right.
And I think some of the comedy clubs are going to adopt that because I told Linda about that, Bradford, and she's like, that's a genius idea.
Well, doing shows is fine still. I mean, because you're on stage.
Right. It's the meet and greet afterwards.
It's the after.
Which I think we figured out. So, if we ever do something, we're going to be fine. But, the days of meeting 3,000 people, shaking hands, kissing, and all that stuff's not going to be around for a long time.
Well, dude, all you got to do is go onto Amazon. They got those inflatable bubbles. We can each just have a bubble, right?
Right. And they can watch us. They can watch us wrestle.
They can rub up against the bubble.
No, you just get those sumo outfits, and then we can fight afterwards.
That's what I'm saying. That's a great thing. Pork Chuck romper room, and everyone just like you bring your own suit, and we just bounce around each other.
Listen, in my head, Pork Chuck was gigantic, and I don't think it was that big. But, you know, and I talk about, oh, we should go do the Mohegan and stuff. There might be 10 people who show up. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, who knows anymore? Like, because there's people like, who the hell's Pork Chuck? Like, still.
Well, that means that
fine.
that if they don't know, that means we can get them.
That's right. That's right. More opportunity.
Get them in.
Well, and now, I mean, I know, you know, Scott and Steve, you both had your time on days, but now we have a legitimate player on days, and all those people. Audience. Yeah, that's right. All those people want to see you, Brando. So
man,
let's see what happens. I mean, you know, toward the end of the year, maybe if things are pretty good, we can try this Pork Chuck weekend. I think it'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
I mean,
it'd be super fun for us at the very least.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, right.
Actually,
amazing.
Are you talking about the same room we played at Mohegan Sun?
Yeah. So I mean, look, here's the thing, dude. We're gonna find the venue. We'll find it.
Yeah.
Right.
But I like the Mohegan Sun just because we got to go play craps and we got to go eat.
Well, that's the thing is everybody, you know, and also I think it's more attractive for
and it's a destination,
right? For people to come.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like you can. It's not like we're renting a ballroom in, you know, a tiny town in the middle of nowhere, and they're like,
really,
okay,
I mean, that room lends itself to, as far as what's going on right now.
Totally. You're right. It's social distance.
It's very socially distanced. All the tables.
And it's a modern facility with probably good ventilation.
And a giant stage. So
a giant stage. Yeah.
Oh, dude, we could do a great show there.
Yeah,
for sure.
That would be.
That'd be awesome. All right, so just give us a quick update on your life. I know we're doing Pork Chuck this weekend. We're going to be able to catch up. But Scotty, what's going on? How's life? I know you got your coffee. You're doing your coffee stuff and everything. So
yeah, man.
And I know you got grandkids now. So
yeah,
dude, life is amazing. Right now we're enduring a little bit of an ice storm, it's beautiful looking out my window. I don't know if you could.
I want to see.
Actually, see out the window.
Oh wow!
Nice.
My God.
That is so cool.
That's magic.
It is, man. It's. I look out onto a beautiful field way back there. My barn's back there, and so the country life is great. I'm working. Wow. We just we moved. We're renovating another house, which we love to do.
So you guys do it well.
Thanks, man. Coffee is going great. We're renovating the new roastery, and
so are operations paused on that, at least for now?
No, man. You know what?
No?
We had to get up and running quick because we couldn't stop the momentum, so we had to keep going.
Yeah, you guys are starting to get into local businesses now.
Yeah, man. We're in some local businesses now in Franklin,
wow, that's great,
and Columbia.
That's great,
which is cool. So and then being Papa G has been awesome, man.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Papa G, is that what they call you? Papa G?
Yeah, Papa G.
That's great.
Emily and Nate's little guy Woods is almost 7 months now. Larry and Livy's little guy Law is about 5 months. And I've been also helping Larry because he's opening a coffee shop in Columbia, Tennessee.
Oh, great.
Wow.
Yeah.
He and his buddy Chase. Yeah, it's killer. It's called Wolf and Scout.
Cool.
So been doing that, and then and just auditioning and got some things potentially in the works, and still writing music. Still kind of doing everything. So we're busy, man.
That's awesome.
It's all good, and then we might have another surprise on the way, but I can't say anything about that. It's not Missy and I.
I was gonna say, dang.
Kids for you.
Well, because and is she spending more time back in Nashville than is she commuting still as much?
No, she has been. She really didn't. I think Days went back in September, and she's been home since then.
Okay,
and, so, you know, I'm going out. Well, I'm coming out to LA. You know, this week.
Yeah,
for sure.
But
you better be.
Don't forget, please.
Yeah, please don't forget.
You know, she was just a little bit. She was, you know, especially with the grandkids now.
Oh man, that's amazing. You guys got a great setup. All your families there together.
Yeah,
close.
Yeah,
you get to help out as much as you know, and that's what being a grandparent is.
Yeah,
you know,
right. So and you know, and again, you know, we're just kind of go, you know. As things happen, we're kind of going with it, and she never says never to, you know, doing that again. But she's like, yeah, I just feel comfortable with the way it is right now.
Love that.
But everything's great, man.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Great. Brando, what's up?
Well, man, Scotty's life is a lot more exciting than mine. I have no kids or grandkids on the way.
I was gonna say no grandkids.
Not that I know of. And let's see, life on days is going well. That's really it. I'm doing that. I've got a couple of things I'm working on in the writing world, and that's really about it.
Well, it's funny because I sent you that picture of us when we went to Disneyland with Harper in Brooklyn.
Crazy.
And they were so tired. They were what, 3 years old, maybe? 4? Yeah. Maybe
it was either 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, 3, maybe 3. I don't even know. But it's so weird because obviously our girls are all kind of the same age.
Yeah.
And to see like Brooklyn's going through this thing where all of a sudden she's turning into a little girl now. Like it's this weird.
Just in the last with Harper. Yeah.
Just in the last couple months, I'm like, she's thinking a whole different level. It's like,
for sure.
You know, she's talking back on a whole different level. You know, so I'm like, what happened? I mean, this is amazing. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Awesome.
But I was bringing that up because I just saw a picture, you know, obviously on Instagram of Harper, and I'm like, she just hit that next level of like, this is a young lady now. It's like this weird transition.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, are they all in first grade now? Or is Harper's in first grade too, right?
Harper's first grade, yeah.
Brooklyn's kindergarten still. We held her back.
Yeah.
But she should have
she was the July baby, right?
Yeah, July, yeah.
Right. Harper was first. Finola was, because Harper's February or January?
January.
Finola was May.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn was July. That's right.
Crazy.
So because Juna's a July birthday and we held her back, gave her an extra year. So she's the So anyway, but
that's awesome.
Yeah, it is amazing. Around that time, that 5, 6, 7, that is when they start to they don't look like little kids anymore.
No, they don't. And we took her to get her ears pierced.
Hey, we just did this weekend.
That's awesome. Yeah. That we did that for her birthday. And now like she's got these little purple studs. And it's just like, oh my God, she's a little lady. She walks around like, you know, I love my cardigans. She walks around in cardigans now. Like, it's so cute.
Is that because of you or because of Taylor Swift?
I don't know. I'd like to take credit for it. Because,
okay, cool.
Yeah, life's a trip, man. I'll tell you, because I saw really Scott's kids last week, and I'm like, these are adults.
Yeah,
like I've known these kids. I've known these kids since they were born, pretty much. And I'm like, this is a 30-year-old. This is like an adult. This is so strange.
In my eyes, Emily's starting to kind of be like not a little girl anymore.
Yeah, it's so weird, man. It's weird. But anyway.
Yeah.
Believe me. Well, it's weird.
Go ahead.
Well, I can't imagine watching your kid become a parent. That's crazy.
Yeah. Totally.
You know, like it's amazing enough to have grandchildren, but then it's also seeing your kid as a
child as a parent. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, weird.
And when you have grandkids, the grandbabies, it's like, wait a minute. These are like my babies all over again. So and it's not like,
except you get to hand them back.
I was gonna say, I was like, maybe shoot, maybe I don't want grandkids if they feel like that.
Diaper.
That's funny. Oh, awesome. Well, guys, we love you. Obviously, can't wait to see you guys.
This is gonna be. It's gonna be so
amazing.
We're so excited. You know what? Let's do a grab bag of painkillers for my back. You guys just all put your favorite painkiller in a tub. And
wow, not sure that's going to be a good concept.
It's gonna be an interesting show, huh?
Yeah. That's gonna be. Can you imagine Brad? You're like,
yeah, no, yeah.
I can't wait for the night.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Port Chuck this weekend. Go to stonecoldandjackal.com. Check it out. We're gonna have a blast, and we can't wait.
Don't be late.
Don't be late.
To hang with you guys afterwards too. That's always the fun part.
Cannot wait.
Yeah, we have a concert starts at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night, directly followed by Q&A with all these yahoos. So stonecoldandjackal.com for details.
Yahoo.
Yes.
Yahoo.